Oh, that's funny. Oh my God. Look at the time. I need to post something on social media. What am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? My dogs? Did that already today. You see, I went shopping. I don't know what to post. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like you are just absolutely stuck and you have no idea what to post? Hey there, my name is Alanda Carter, and I am going to teach you today how to never run out of ideas of what to post again on social media. Are you ready for that? People want to get to know you as a person. So that means you've got to dig in and talk about things that are on your heart, things that you love, things that make you, you. So how can you do that? Well, I'm going to explain how you can do that with using a dream board. Maybe you've thought of that before, maybe you haven't, I don't know, but I think it's an excellent way to always have content to discuss. Okay, first, let me go ahead and define for you what is a dream. I know in the past, I made this overly complex, and maybe you have too. So let me see if I can help you simplify it. It's really simple. A dream is but a wish that the heart makes. Thank you, Cinderella. In the past, I made this whole idea of a dream board or vision board, whatever you want to call it. I made it about these big, huge, lofty goals. You know, things like get out of debt, be debt-free, live the life of my dreams, have the car of my dreams. All of these big, huge, grandiose things that, yes, I absolutely want to do, but it's like trying to get there. It's not as simple as just putting it on the vision board and it happening. So this year for 2019, thanks to my friend John Eric, I took a step back and I really thought about things that I would like to do for 2019. Things that I feel, you know, are actually achievable. And I also thought about, you know what, if I don't get it all done in 2019, that's okay, because it's all leading to my bigger dream. But I had to think about, what can I do right now? So maybe you're like me. Maybe your overall big, huge dream is to have the laptop life, be able to be your own boss and be in control of your day and do it the way that you see fit, which is an amazing dream to have. And it is achievable, but you might need to take a step back and really kind of think, how can I break this down without getting, you know, all technical about it? Just really think about, what are some things you would like to experience and maybe how those relate overall to what you want to achieve, to have that dream life, but not put so much pressure on yourself to have these big, huge things that you need to do in a short time frame. Because honestly, 12 months, it's not that long. It really isn't. And if you've just started a business, or if maybe you've been in business for a little while, what you've got to realize, and you know, basically to quote Gary Vaynerchuk, you got to be prepared to eat poop for, you know, like 5 years. So you can't have this expectation that it's all just going to click and all going to happen, because you have skills to learn, you have time to put in and invest in yourself and in your craft. Okay, step one. What I would like you to do is, maybe you're a journal person, maybe you're not, but you need to put pen to paper. And what I would like for you to do is what I've done right here. Create a list of wishes, and these can be as big as you want. It doesn't matter. Dream big. Just start writing out every single thing that you want. For instance, I'll tell you one of mine. I want to be a TEDx speaker, okay? But can I do that in 1 year? Does that really sound doable? Probably not, but that's okay. It's a wish that I have. It's something that I'd love to do. So it was on my list. So think big and just put everything that you can think of, just put it down. Okay, now that you have this big, grandiose kind of a list, I want you to bring it back a little bit because you're not going to be able to achieve everything on that list within a year. However, you can take steps towards many of those things. There might be even some things that you can accomplish this year. So when I took a step back and I thought about, what are some things I'd really like to do? Those things on my heart. So let me share with you a few of those things, okay? All right, 1, I want to have long blonde hair. And to be honest with you, whenever I've tried to be blonde, my hair always goes kind of strawberry. I don't like it. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to be the platinum blonde that I dream about being. But guess what? My hair, I can certainly grow it out. Something else that I have on my dream board is to become proficient with brush lettering. Last year, I started doing modern calligraphy. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, but I decided this year, you know what? I want to do something more. I want to put this into practice and, really start doing it well. So now I'm doing it 15 minutes a day. Something else that is on my list is to take martial arts class. I've never done that before in my life. It kind of scares me. But I've already looked into it. I made an appointment with a dojo, and I'm going there next week. Something else that is on mine is public speaking. Now, that scares the bejesus out of me. That makes me just almost want to wet my pants. But do you see how that ties into my other dream? That dream being a TEDx speaker? But I know I have to start somewhere. Something else that I have on mine is doing 52 recorded videos this year. And hey, you're watching one right now. That also ties into that bigger vision of being a TEDx speaker. So now I want you to think about what can be on your board and how it all ties in together with maybe something bigger that you want to do, okay? Okay, I know what you might be thinking. You might be going, Alanda, all of that sounds great, but how does that help me with content? Let me tell you, think about this. Think about how I can share my brush lettering over the course of a year. I can show different words I'm doing, different strokes I'm doing. I can show before and after, how I started, what things look like in January versus February versus May. I can show that progression. Does that make sense? So I want you to think about what are those things that, that you want to put on your dream board. And then once you have everything there, you have content to talk about. Because remember, people want to connect with people on a personal level. The only way people will buy anything from you is if they have that know, like, and trust factor thing going. And guess what? You're going to become, authentic. I bet you've heard that one. If you start sharing things that really matter to you, if you start sharing things where you're showing your own journey of what you're doing and just disclosing it all, that's so much better than just word vomiting on someone about your product or your service or any of that, because you have to first build those relationships. And to build those relationships That means you've got to put in the time. You've got to cut your teeth on this. Make sense? I sure hope so. Now, I would love to hear from you about what some of your dreams are this year. Maybe you would like to just kind of like do a little brainstorm right below in the comments. I'd love to see it. I'd love to be able to cheer you on and say, good job. That would be fabulous. Or if you get stuck, ask me a question below in the comments. I'd love to be able to help you.